So I turned my business into a video game. Here's how.
So growing up, I had a massive video game addiction. Not to the point where I was playing a couple of hours every single day, to the point where I was waking up early in the morning, playing a few hours before school. The second I'd get home from school, I'd log on to my Xbox, and we've all done it. I'd appear offline until one of my friends came online. He would log on, and I would all of a sudden magically come online 30 seconds later. I would play video games all night, come downstairs for my tea after my mum has cooked it for me, back upstairs till the early hours of the morning playing video games. Weekends, I would wake up, I would play games. I wouldn't attend any family events, I wouldn't go out to play, I wouldn't do anything other than play on the Xbox, play on the PlayStation, play on the Wii, whatever it was. Fun fact, I actually took my Xbox game score from 0 to over 50,000 game score in a single year. That is a lot. That's a lot of achievements, that's a lot of played games. On top of that, I was playing online Call of Duty, I was playing Super Smash Bros. I was well and truly addicted to video games. Now, if we fast forward a few years later, I'm now in a position where I have a successful marketing agency, we work with some of the world's leading brands, we spend hundreds of thousands of pounds every single month of our clients' ad budget. We generate tens of millions every single year. I've got offices, I've got an in-house team of 15, I've got this YouTube stuff going on, and my life has taken a complete 360. I had, and still do, have an addictive personality. And I assume if you're watching this, you do too. You're probably not the type of person that just plays 1 hour or 2 hours of FIFA every single night. You're probably somebody that plays dozens of hours every single weekend when you got a day off. You play 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hours every single day when you get home from work, college, school, whatever it may be. But the good thing is, if you have an addictive personality, you can actually link that addictive trait to more positive habits in your life. I changed all the hours I was spending, the addictiveness I had to video games, into building a business. That same amount of passion, that getting up in the morning and working on your business before you go to work, that replaced playing video games. That same addictive personality that you have, you can just link that across to something else. Now, of course, that's easier said than done. Video games are designed in a way to give you dopamine and make you continue playing. Everything from the music in the background to achievements to leveling up to whatever it may be, they're designed to keep you playing. That's why, you know, when you transition that across to something like a business or a fitness program, whatever it may be, it's gonna take some discipline and hard work. But when you get into the flow of it, if you can use that addictive personality for something like running a business or starting a marketing agency, you're gonna notice that same addictive traits come up in your life to the point where you're not just gonna spend 20 minutes a day on your business, you're gonna live it, you're gonna breathe it, you're gonna work every hour of the waking day to make it a success. And it's quite interesting. Basically what I'm saying here is, rather than having the 50G achievement here, the platinum trophy over here, the 1000 gamer score over here on this game, I'm turning those online achievements into real achievements. And it's quite interesting, you know, rather than having an Xbox account where you've got 50,000 gamer score, you're gonna start to feel better, you're gonna start to earn more money, your career's gonna progress, and you're actually gonna get real life achievement that's far better than just some online gamer score. And what I think is crazy about this is, if you're like me, you would be addicted to getting that 1000G, that platinum trophy. It's almost like a perfectionist mentality. Well, if you run a business and you keep that same perfectionist mentality, providing it's not preventing you from taking action because you're a perfectionist and you still are making progress, you're gonna make leaps and bounds of progress in your life. It's so crazy to me, like in a game like Sims, you wake up in the morning, you progress your life in all areas. It mind boggles me that somebody would wanna have a 10 out of 10 in every area in a video game or in Sims, but wouldn't want those same areas replicated in real life. How can I have a better relationship in Sims? How can I get a better pay in Sims? How can I get stronger? How can I improve my charisma, my frugality, whatever it may be? You'll be the most charismatic, you have a fantastic career, earn loads of money, improve your house, you spend hours at work, you progress your career, you look for new opportunities. It's the exact same way. You're just transitioning what you're doing in a video game into real life. You're almost gamifying your life. And look, I'm sure we can all relate, you know, any Call of Duty players, the new Call of Duty comes out. I don't know about you, but it used to be, right, how quickly can I prestige? I remember I used to absolutely grind ranks, you know, double XP weekend, I'd put in the extra work, I'd try and get to that first prestige in the first couple of days of Call of Duty, and I know whatever online games you play, you've probably had the same mindset. Imagine if you put that same level of effort into your business, right? You make a decision, right, I'm gonna start a marketing agency, and you treat that with the same grind as when the new Call of Duty comes out. Imagine what you can do in your life if you're working 18 hours a day on your business to get it off the ground. It's such a simple switch. It's the same action. It's the same mindset. I'm grinding, I'm progressing. You're just putting that time and effort into real things. Look at ways that you can gamify your real life. Treat yourself as a main character in a game. How can you progress in your life? How can you gamify it? There's softwares, there's project management tools, there's to-do list tools. One of my favorites is Stride. Stride is an amazing tool where you can set your goals every single day, and it gives you a dopamine reaction every time you tick them off. It makes a sound, you get notifications, you get achievements, and it's a way that you can set tasks and goals in real life, like work out, drink this much water, spend X amount of hours on my business, complete this task. You can tick them off and you still get that same dopamine reaction from an achievement. You still make the progress. You can see how many days you stay consistent. You can make sure you don't break the chain. And it's a fantastic way to build your habits by looking at ways that you can actually sort of gamify your real life. During the lockdowns, I actually picked up Animal Crossing again for a bit, started to get into it, started to play it. And as I was starting to watch some more YouTube content on this, how I can build, improve my island, I started to get recommended a load of videos, and a lot of them were like my morning routine in Animal Crossing. All you need to do is transition that into real life. Most successful people have some kind of morning routine, whether that's focusing on their education, whether that's working out, whether that's meditation, gratitude journaling, getting straight into work. Rather than looking at what morning routine you can have in Animal Crossing, how can you transition that into real life? Can you start meditating? Can you gratitude journal every single day? Can you read 10 pages every morning? Can you work out to make sure then you're in the best possible mindset to make the best decisions, to make your life as successful as possible? Another video game related tip that you can transition into business is one that relates to RPG games. So if anybody here's ever played something like Pokemon, right? The most optimal way in Pokemon to win your battle is to attack one Pokemon at a time. If you're fighting a train that's got 2 Pokemon on the field, the most optimal thing that you can do in most scenarios is attack one at a time. Then what happens is you get that completed, you can then focus on the next one, and it should, in theory, take you less attacks to win the battle. So a watered down version, but when you're playing an RPG, you should focus on one enemy at a time in most situations. And it's quite funny because that relates to business. So many people who want to be successful, they split their focus. If you focus on one task at a time and put your 100% focus and energy into that with no distraction, you're gonna win. Focus on one task, turn your phone off, remove distractions, select your one most important task and attack that. And then to round up this video, the final sort of tip I have for you, I know at least when I started my business and started to start my journey of self-improvement, I was so worried about other people's opinions. I cared so much about what my friends would think about me, my family would say about me, what would happen if people started to see my YouTube content, what would happen if this client thinks this. And what I soon started to realize is worrying about other people's opinions is probably one of the most stupid things that you can actually do. I heard a good quote recently, which was, in your life, you are the main character and everybody else are NPCs. Why would you worry about the opinion of somebody else when they go to bed at night, they're only focusing on themselves because they're the main character in their life and you're just the NPC, right? Why would you make a decision in your life that's going to impact the future of your life, your happiness, your income level, whatever it may be, based off of the opinion of somebody else when they go to bed at night, they only actually care about themselves because they're the main character in their own life. And when you go through and you play a video game, you're focusing on yourself at all time. You're the main character. You're focused on leveling yourself up. You're not worried about what the NPCs are doing, walking around in circles all the time, right? And that's how you need to treat your life if you do worry about other people's opinions. Focus on you. Treat yourself as the main character in your life, in your video game. And if you start to look at your life like that, I guarantee if you funnel that same amount of time and energy into your business, you're gonna make so much more progress than if you just put that same amount of time and effort into prestiging in Call of Duty, building the best island in Animal Crossing. I'm not saying give up video games. If you love it, if it's your passion, play video games, enjoy it, but just transition the amount of time and energy you put into them, into yourself and into your business. Now look, if you are looking for some high-level training and tactical advice on how you can start a business, I've got a link down in the description below for some free or paid training resources. Or if you are an introvert, shy, low confidence, nervous, here is a tactical video that you can watch on how to start your marketing agency. And then you can click here to subscribe.